the elitists.
Being what?
Um,
Oh, I forgot about
Part of the
reacting.
elite.
Yeah, okay, like if we
I
took
forgot about it too.
if we got rid of the elite, all that would happen is that other people would fill their position. And the only way we could ever fix our society is if we fix the structure of it. Killing
Yeah.
the top people isn't going to fix it. Taking them out of
Well,
power
it's
isn't
an
even going
hour.
to fix it. If we need to change the whole system if we want to make it different. But do we really want it to be much different? I mean, of course, lots of people think it could be better, but how much better would it actually be? You know?
I mean, in order to get a perfect society, we need to be all equals. To,
Do
to
we?
be all treated as equals. Yeah,
I
but
mean,
still, the human's nature is destructive, and we're selfish in nature.
are we though? Are we really? I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
just
yeah,
look
we
at
are.
our society, man.
I mean, yeah.
We
I
are.
mean,
We
when
totally
you
are.
when you look at most cases and stuff, but overall as a group, are we really that corrupt? At
It
the
depends. It
core heart of it.
depends.
I mean, we're in a way just like animals, but we're more advanced. Animals care
Yeah.
about their own survival. If an animal comes to kill them, they will kill that animal or run away. They'll do whatever they can to survive. If it means somebody else has to not survive, then it's survival of the fittest. And
Well, technology
humans
is
are kind of like
probably
that.
the cause of this problem
Yeah,
because with
yeah. Are you going anti-technology now?
no,
Okay,
I
okay.
like playing Warframe and stuff. But
I know.
I mean,
I've heard people
i- i- if
say,
if if you
you
want to
know,
if you want to solve the problem, we might go back to its source.
I think the source of the
Which,
problem is our our barriers. You know what I mean? I think we segregate.
barriers? Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think we segregate people and stuff, and we try to break things up and stuff when everything's really connected. And if we started
Yeah.
like realizing that they were connected and maybe even changing our language based on beliefs that things aren't different, that things are all the same, just you know it, how our language is set up is built to like separate things into things, but the thing is that
Well,
things
yeah,
don't
just just
exist in
just
real
like
life.
borders.
Yeah, but there's no
It's,
borders in real
it
life.
totally
It's
symbolize
when you look at
our
things
ego.
at the closest, at like the core, everything is connected, everything is part of a larger system. Things aren't broken into different
Hmm.
sections, and like the way that our language is.
Yeah.
Kind of, it might be hard to grasp, but it's like when you look at when you talk about something like a like a pencil, right? You think of a pencil
Hmm.
as being separate from the universe it's in, but the truth is that it's constantly being affected by everything around it. Like if you're holding it, it's being affected by
Yeah.
the force of your fingers holding it against the gravity of the earth that's pulling it towards the ground. There's always interactions that are going on between everything around you and everything that exists, and that makes everything just part of like almost like a living, breathing universe. And it's not as dead as we look at it. You know?
Well, the pencil itself is wood, which comes from trees, which comes from earth, which comes from space. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, that's where
I
it
mean,
comes
it's part of
from.
our universe.
But the thing is that it's all connected. Everything interacts with
Hmm.
each other. There's no in between space that
Everything
we
is
imagine.
relative.
Even in a vacuum, there's no empty space.
No.
There's always a field of like that matrix, you could call it, or the God field, or whatever you want to call it, that affects everything, that you can interact with, you can send signals through. You can shoot light through it.
matter.
So there's no true vacuums in our universe. There's always something inside of it. You can't have a place that has nothing. I mean, if it has nothing, that's something. There's a field, an empty field though. That's the thing. It might seem like
Well, yeah, that's the
it might
thing.
seem like it's empty
The
out in
void is a
space.
thing.
Yeah, but the void. Okay, like they say, like out in space, you know how particles. Well, the effect of gravity causes all the particles to kind of like gather up and form into like
Mm-hmm.
balls and stuff until they can and they get more dense and more dense the closer you get to the center, where the gravity is the highest. Now, if you go far enough away, you eventually get to a place where there's so much space in between each particle that they call it a vacuum, but it's not a vacuum. It's a field. There's a field there
Mm-hmm.
still. It's just an empty field. You could put particles on that field, but right now it's empty, and you can send
Well, that's what's there.
signals
That's
through
what.
that field, and like and it's like an electromagnetic sort of almost like a
Field.
subconscious,
Well,
like our subconscious, but the entire universe is sort of mapped out the same way with the same kind of electric impulses that our brains do. So you could look at our universe as being a fourth dimensional
that's
being's
what
brain.
space is.
Oh man, I just said a bunch of crazy
Space
stuff.
is actually made of particles. No, it makes sense.
No, but what
For
I was
me,
saying
at least.
about
But
our
yeah,
universe is
space is actually a cloud of particles. It's not. It's not even void. I mean,
I know
void.
it's not completely empty
Yeah,
like people
yeah.
imagine it to be.
There's
It's
particles in it.
it's not a true vacuum. Because a true vacuum
Hmm.
is a space that has
There, there,
nothing. But
there's just
even
no oxygen in it. That's
yeah,
why
but
we can't breathe in it.
I know, but like even in a vacuum that has no particles in it, there's still a field. There's still the field that you can't see it. It's not something. It's something
Hmm.
that you have to interact with it in order to see that it exists. It's not. It
Yeah.
doesn't present itself without some kind of interaction with it. And this field is the field of the universe, and it's the field that we can pull anything from. It's known as the void.
Oh God, I wish I'd speak better English.
Yeah. I know,
Because
right?
I love these kinds of talks.
Yeah, we're just getting
I'm
into it.
I'm really into quantum physics and
Oh yeah,
astrophysics and all
hell
these kinds
yeah,
of
dude.
stuff.
Quantum physics is
We
crazy. What should we
yeah.
do now?
Maybe another relic.
Yeah, let me see how much. Let me see if I can rank another one to Radiant. Yeah, I can. I got sidetracked there. But yeah, let's get back to farming Banshee Prime. I like how Warframe is out in space. That's why it always gets me thinking about space. Alright, let's do a capture. Do. This is a pretty good stream so far. Oh, I'm out of coffee. That's so lame. I don't want to make more. I'm too lazy. I guess I'll just suffer.
I believe, I think I heard somewhere that scientists were able to create an artificial empty space by using magnets,
Oh,
and they pulls. What?
I'm pretty sure you're thinking about like the Large Hadron Collider, how they use um I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically anti-gravity. It's like
No.
they like take
Uh,
magnets and they freeze them basically to like almost absolute zero, and it causes them to instead of pulling it causes them to push.
No. That's
No?
molecular vibrations. That's not molecular vibrations. I don't even know if it's the right term, but
Okay.
No, what I was talking about is literally an empty space. Nothing. Um, like I don't know. I just can't remember.
Oh yeah, you'll
I,
have
I'll
to
try to.
check
I'll
that
try
out.
to. I'll try to. Yeah.
Bungie player, huh?
Uh,
I remember when I used to play
Bungie
Halo
player.
though, or Destiny.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy's give or take. Bungie
I never
player.
liked Halo.
Oh man, fuck you. That was my favorite game. Halo 3
Well,
was
my
like
favorite
my
game is Dark
absolute
Souls.
favorite. I played so many hours of Halo 3, like it's ridiculous. It was like my first shooter. Not really, but it was my first it was my first favorite game where I end up like playing just for like so many years. Like it was ridiculous.
My favorite game is Dark Souls right now.
Oh, I never even
I
played
just
it. Tried playing Lords of the Fallen, which is like kind of similar.
yeah, it is. Like
I like Dark Souls. It's
all the
pretty
controls
cool.
and stuff.
Yeah, but I think it would just take.
The
I think it would take too much time out of my day. I would probably spend way too long on it.
Oh
Although
wow,
it
how did I
looks really
die?
good. And there's another. There's all those games made by like the same people or person or whatever are really good. I
And
can't
Dark
remember
Souls
the
game
other ones.
lore isn't really explained
Oh yeah,
in the
Bloodborne.
game and DLCs. Yeah, Bloodborne. It's on PlayStation only.
Oh
That's why
yeah,
I
fuck.
want I want a PlayStation 4 so I can play it.
Yeah, me too, dude. I need
But
to get a
yeah,
PlayStation.
Dark
That'll be like the first game I get.
Souls games. That's how we call Bloodborne and Dark Souls and Demon Souls. In all
Yeah.
games created by From Software,
Yeah.
Soulsborne game. And yeah, in those kind of games, the lore isn't explained as much as other
No,
games.
you can beat the whole game and have no idea what happened.
Yeah, and that's made so
That's
players can create their own lore
oh,
with
that's awesome.
the item's description and stuff. Yeah,
Not
and
only that,
there's
dude.
like a whole bunch of cool theories on the internet, and I just like to
Yeah.
watch it when I'm bored.
Yeah,
Well,
there's like a
to
whole story
read
that's
them.
going on. Like if you watch game theory,
Yeah.
they talk about some of the stuff like how like wait, what was that? Dark Souls, I think? I can't remember. It might be Dark Souls where they're basically I don't know if this is right, but they're like rekindling the fire or something.
Dark Souls. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was like Dark Souls 3 like Dark Souls 1 and 2 is like you're the guy who has to kindle it or whatever, but then in Dark Souls 3 it's like the guy who got summoned to kindle it failed and then the other guys who got summoned failed too and you're like the last resort.
Well, you've basically got a choice to make in all three games,
Oh yeah,
whether or
you get
not
the choice
you
if you want to do
rekindle
it
the
or not.
fire or
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Oh.
dude, another Fragger handle. I'm stocking up. Really? Trinity systems? Bro, I got 7 of those.
I don't.
I don't know why you would take that. It's such a waste.
I've already got a bunch of animals.
Yeah, but you could get some sets. Or you could get
Yeah.
some ducats, you know, from you get more ducats from a
Or
Fragger handle
Trinity.
than a Trinity set. Trinity sets go for
Well,
like
yeah,
50 plat,
maybe.
bro. Like, come on. You don't need that. They're so common.
I know. I
I'm
made a
planning on
mistake.
getting like 20 sets before it gets faulted. Because of how easy it'll be to do. Man, I've played a lot of days in this game.
It's very, very deep.
Yeah, dude. I could get into that if I
The
had the time.
endings, yeah,
What were you saying
it's
about the
just
ending?
made it's just made in that way so we can, like, you know,